This that squad sound. This is madness.
Yeah. What up, though, man? We back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. Got my very special guest here of the evening, Michael Williams Jr., accompanied by his father, Michael Williams Sr.
What's going on, man? I
What
seen
up,
you in
Marq?
the little intro, man. That was dope.
Oh, yeah, you in there, baby.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You one of the founding members, man, so I appreciate you. I thank God for you guys for being a part of the show, man, early in its inception.
Yeah, shout out to my son. You're supposed to be in the intro.
No, but I was just saying.
He could have squeezed me in there. He didn't squeeze me in there. All that shit I didn't talk back in February when you had the little situation. You know what I'm talking about. And I ain't even make the intro. No, he ain't get me doing this. Nothing in the intro. You know, I went up against a legend over you, son.
I gotta make another one.
I went up against a legend for my child, and I ain't make the intro. Ain't that a bitch?
I gotta make another one then.
Word, I went up against a legend, bro. I'm a legend. I went up against a legend, bro.
Talk to me. I'm
the first one in the world to say, Roy, you're wrong. Nobody wouldn't tell Roy he was wrong. I'm the first one ever.
Talk to me, man. So the last time I talked to you, first of all, Mike Williams Jr., how have you been, sir, since last time we talked? Because last time we talked, you had a fight coming up with AB. You had an injury in sparring. That fight was unfortunately postponed, which led to a firestorm of events that we'll talk about shortly. So talk to us. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling blessed, man. Glad that the surgery and recovery was good, man. I gotta feel good. Like it never happened, pretty much. Like it never happened. I feel good.
Now you fought since then, correct?
Back in August.
August, and you fought Ricardo Ocampo.
Yes, sir. Bingo.
Talk to me. How was it getting back in the ring? Because up to that point, you had been out the ring for over a year at that point.
It felt good, man. Especially to do it back home, my home city. I think that was needed. And like you said, being kind of like out that long, so like to come back and do it in my home city was dope, man. That energy and everything felt good. It felt being good back in that ring, man. I can definitely say that. It felt good, and it's just natural, man. When you box so long, even if you out for a while, well, I mean, it depends, but once you get in there, get in that zone, you feel like you're on the bike, man. It's just natural, but it felt good though.
Talk to me, Dad. What did you? How did you feel getting your son back into the ring after such a long layoff?
It was needed, man. It was needed. You know what I'm saying? We felt good. I knew that was going to put us back on track. So, hey, is that theme music or that's music from your background?
That's my background music to the show. Is it bothering you? Is it too loud?
Nah, you know, I get irritated, baby. You know,
I turn it down.
Want me to turn it off? Mike, I thought you was playing the game. I'm like, what is he doing? But it felt good to be back to see my son back in there, man. I knew that'd get us back rolling. You know what I mean? Again, Mark, you know we're independent, so it felt good to see Junior in there, and I felt bad for his opponent. You know what I mean? Mike blew him out.
So since the last time we talked to you, as we stated in the opening, you did go against the legend, senior Mike Williams Jr. I don't even think I ever heard you say anything about this. Did you even make a statement at all?
I couldn't talk. What happened?
Did you tweet? You know the kids be on the Twitter fingers.
Man, I mean, but I wasn't really, man. It is what it is, you know. Like you said, I was recovering, had my mouth wired, man. I was just focusing on me at the time.
He froze? I don't know what's going on with Mark.
Yeah, my little hub over here kind of got disconnected. Sorry about that. Go ahead. But you didn't tweet anything neither. You made no statement, far as I know.
No. Like I said, man, I was just recovering, man. I had my mouth wired. And at the time, I was just focusing on me, making sure I'm good. I mean, we talk about it now. We here.
Okay, well, let's start off with your dad. Dad, you received a lot of backlash from that. I received some backlash. You know, Facebook took my channel, took my Facebook down after that.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, I lost my Facebook over that, man. They was like, you can't talk about Roy Jones.
Wow. That's,
yeah, but you know, people complain. Yeah, people reported it as fraud or misinformation.
Wow.
Yeah, so they ended up taking my Facebook page from that. But
wow.
Tell me, how has the boxing community treated you guys since that happened? Are people like looking at you guys like lepers, or are they looking at you like, hey, I'm glad you guys stepped up and said something?
It's the same, Mark. To be honest with you, man, it's 50-50. You know what I mean? No one has actually said anything to us, but we can tell by people's attitudes or people that are affiliated with him. They kind of, a little distance, man. But as far as me and Mike Jr. is concerned, man, we keeping it moving. Like nothing has stopped us. You know what I mean? Everything that I said was facts, and everything that I repeated, you know what I mean, it came from me communicating with my son. So it was definitely nothing fraudulent about it. But I think what it is, when you speak out against an icon or a legend or somebody at a level like that, man, people really show that they're fans. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, hey, this legend or somebody did something wrong, you got people who will defend them to the end. You know what I mean? And that was very shocking to us, man. Like, wow, it's like the proof is right there. And then we had our, people who said, nah, that was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they agreed with us, and it was just time to move on, man. I hate that it went that way, but man, we doing our thing, man, and we wish him nothing but the best.
Junior, what how about you? Have you spoke to Roy since then? Whether phone, text, and how was that conversation with you and your dad?
Only thing I said to Roy was after that AB fight, after we both sat down and watched the fight. Right? I think we all seen the AB fight and the performance of that whole fight. So I had text Roy. I'm like, man, that AB in there, I could have destroyed. And all Roy would say, yeah, you'll get the opportunity again. They'll come back around. I think he said something like that. And I just left it at that. So, I mean.
Really?
So Mark, let me say this while we on your show.
Yes, sir.
You've seen it, Mark. Everybody was like, before AB fought, everybody was like, oh, Roy saved Mike Jr. from him. Mike was going to get smashed. That AB this, AB that, AB this, AB that. And then when we seen AB fight, nobody had nothing to say. Mike was going to beat AB, man. Period. Yeah. Period. That AB that fought that night, Mike was going to beat him. And if Mike fight AB now, Mike beats AB.
What?
Period. I'm telling you, bro.
I mean, that was the goal from the beginning before the surgery and all that happened. I mean, we were going to win regardless, but to see that performance is kind of like a, I'm not going to say confidence builder, but like a, I mean, because it's still AB, right? So you don't know what AB going to get when he fight. But to see that and his performance, I mean, I don't know. Like, what can you really change? You feel me?
So you feel like you could have beat that Adrien Broner you saw that night?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah.
What about you,
I was going there to try to beat any AB that was going to perform, but that night, that AB was
I knew we was
so beautiful.
I knew Mike Jr. was going to do good. I knew Mike was going to shock the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew we just came off of that Bowser situation. So I knew, man, it's the boxing fans who didn't believe. You know what I'm saying? Because they was looking at what AB used to do. You know what I mean? But now everybody see it now, bro. They see it. There's a lot of people who came back to me and hit me up and said, yo, after that performance, man, yeah, you was right. I know we was right. We just wanted the opportunity. And,
You know, so when Junior texted Roy and said, "Hey, coach, I would have beat AB," and then Roy responded back, you know, with it'll come back again. I'm like, man, that's bullshit because it should have been protected the first time. You feel me? And then right after that, I think we end up seeing an interview where Roy was dropping some. He's a great motivator. He was talking about how fighters should fight and take chances and go out and be great. And then I'm sitting up there watching that shit like, why didn't you feel that way with Junior? You know what I'm saying? So why did you feel like Mike had to be protected so much, or AB was going to be such a killer in the ring when you know, let Mike go out and try and be great? You feel me?
I would say even if he was the old AB, I mean, I was still going to bring him. Like you said, the opportunity was there. You couldn't take that away from me afterwards. So either AB would have been whatever with me.
So where we at now? With why we can't get the AB fight now? I'm looking up AB fighting somebody less known than you.
So that's so live on record. That's a duck because I reached out to AB for that, and he texted me back. And first of all, I want to rewind before we jump back to that. First of all, I want to say I'm gonna go back to Roy real quick. I actually spoke to Roy a couple of weeks ago. I mean, about a month ago now. We cool. Everything we're done with it. I'll still talk about it in the interview because I'm not gonna ever act like this shit didn't ever happen, or I'm not gonna act like I was disappointed. You know what I mean? We you know, I apologize for some things, Mark, that I said in interviews. You know what I mean? Especially on your show. I didn't say no lies, but I think I shouldn't have said certain things, but I did out of emotions. So he said, okay, cool. We good. You know what I'm saying? Now, fast forward to AB. I spoke to AB before this fight was announced. I said, look, man, Mike is healthy. Let's get it popping. AB texted me back. You know, receipts is very important. AB texted me back. He said, nah, Pops, I think that situation, I'm moving on from that situation. That passed. Like, pretty much y'all missed it. He was like, I want to be a world champion again. And he said, no, he don't want to fight us. He want to be a world champion again. Boom. So I respected that. I said, okay, bro, no problem. You know, we rocking with you. We support you. Wish you the best. He said, boom, same here. Next thing I know, see, I'm thinking he about to fight Regis Prograis, somebody like that. Next thing I know, I see him fighting a dude, I think with 18-2 or 3. And I'm like, dude, you could have fought Junior. You could have fought Mike Jr. So you don't want to fight Mike, man.
What's the reason why you think so?
So when it comes to Mike, good, Junior. Go, I'm sorry, sir.
No, I was gonna keep it short. I was just saying it's a higher risk of losing, and whatever he got planned on, if he wanted to be a world champ, or whatever he got going on, if he loses against me, that's a career ender for him. So I guess he doing like that, fighting dudes like how he fighting now. So I guess to try to come out of nowhere and get like a huge, I don't know, but I just know it's a risk against losing me. So
my thing is, if AB don't want to fight Mike Jr., then he don't want to be a world champion again.
Why you say that?
Because Mike Jr. is going to push AB. Mike Jr. is coming to win. So if you fearing fighting Michael Williams Jr., then bro, you might as well retire. You might as well, you don't even want to push yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you worried about what Mike Jr. going to do to you, bro, you ain't going to be no world champion again, man. If you worried about Mike Jr. Or I would love to hear what AB got to say about that. I would love for somebody to say, hey, no one has asked him that, Mark. Hey, AB, why didn't you fight Mike Jr., but you went and fought this guy? Remember, we independent. That fight, all our fights can be made instantly, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for somebody to ask him. I'm not going to text that man and ask him because now I look like we begging. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to definitely talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he ducked. He ducked this, bro.
Junior, you think he ducked you? You calling it a duck playing?
Yeah. Especially, like my pop said, especially coming back fighting a guy like who he's fighting now. If he's fighting like somebody like a huge name or like an ex-world champ, I mean, it would have made sense. But fighting someone like Rudy fighting now definitely shows that he chose somebody else instead of us. So I'm pretty sure they probably somebody's going around asking him the same questions like, why don't you fight Mike Jr. again and stuff like that. So whatever reason he's saying, I don't know, but for sure I think he dope.
So when it comes to that this fight, who needs to be contacted to make it happen? Is he still with Don King? Like, what happened with there? Do you know?
Yeah, so from my understanding, he's with Don King. But after this fight, after Mike Jr. fights October 21st against Juan Witt, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm reaching out to Don King and his people. I don't care if they sign Mike Jr. to a 3-fight deal, but we gonna track down AB. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna track him down and see if they'll make it that way. Maybe if we sign to Don King for 3 fights, that, you know, we can put it together because it just makes sense. Mark, that fight, Mike and look, think about it. Mike Jr. and AB is already built. That shit went crazy. Whether people was making fun of it, whether people was laughing at it, or people who said Jr. didn't deserve it, bro, that fight it's the storyline already. And it was everywhere. Twitter went crazy. YouTube went crazy. Facebook went. You can't ask for better promotion than that. You feel me? So why not make that fight? Because now once it's made, everybody's going to tune in.
Yeah.
So it's just you pick an 18 and 2 guy, and shout out to that guy. He getting an opportunity. It's just some things just don't make sense, bro. You know what I mean? I know it's boxing, and in boxing they do what they want, but nah, that ain't sitting well with us. And it's and we don't mind fighting. You know, our hearts ain't set on AB. You know what I mean? Mike's 24 years old. We got a long career, but it's just that one was there and it made sense.
Have you guys reached out to Christy Martin Promotions or BOK Prime? I believe BOK Prime is involved in that as well. What's the status with y'all with BOK and Christy Martin?
BOK Prime is involved in that?
Wasn't y'all first fight with AB was a BOK Prime event here in Atlanta?
Yeah, right.
Correct?
But there's no reason to reach out to BOK now. AB ain't over there no more.
No, I was trying to say to facilitate for you guys, maybe.
Oh no, I talked to Christy. You know what I'm saying? But we're independent. So if anybody wanted to fight Mike Jr., they can reach me.
Okay. And you
know what
you
I'm
are
saying? And then we can see what. Huh?
You guys are campaigning at welterweight, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, 147. Yeah.
How long you see yourself being at 147?
I don't know. I can't call it right now. We're just gonna ride this ship, and if I can't make this weight, we're gonna move up. Nah, I can't. I don't know. We good and healthy right now, so I don't know when.
How long you been at 147? How many fights you got at 147 so far?
Shoot, majority of my fights, for real. I think when I first started, I was fighting at 40, but I say for like maybe the last 4 years, 47.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he's a small 147.
It's tall though, right? Tall.
Yeah,
but that's what makes me have the advantage. But as far as like, you know, you see most 47, they coming down from like 180, 170, stuff like that. Nah, I'm tall, lean, still strong and stuff, but I ain't the biggest 147.
Talk to me about your upcoming fight, man. Juan Witt, and this is going to be at the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville. Talk to us about that.
Oh yeah, we back in, like I always say, we back in Fayetteville again, but we're doing it bigger this time, and this time for a world title, the NBA world title, and we got a good opponent. He challenged me, he called me out, so we made it happen. This next weekend, I'm excited. It's going down. Call me out. Let's call me out. He
Tell us about that. How did you hear about him calling you out? I'm getting a bad.
You know, I had that fight in August, all right? It was against an Argentina guy. So after that, I think he reached out to somebody, I don't know. But he got back to us that he said, I'm beating up on all the weakest Argentina guys. So he I guess he's in some Superman stuff, step up guy, save the Argentina culture, whatever going on. So he called us out. And he gonna get whooped too, man. That's the sad thing.
Mark be laughing. Mark be laughing, boy.